Now there's strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night in the marge of Lake LaBarge I cremated Sam Magee. Now Sam Magee came from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. And why he left his home in the south to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. He'd often say in his homely way, I'd sooner live in hell. On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold, as the park is folded, stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close, our lashes froze, so sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam Magee. And that very night, as we lay wrapped tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed in the stars, overhead were dancing teal and stowe. He turned to me and, Cap, he says, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you don't refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. Then he says with sort of a moan, it's the cursed cold, it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead, it's my awful dread of an icy grave that pains. Say, why don't you just swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains? Well, a pal's last need's the thing to heed, so I swore I wouldn't fail. He started out the streak of dawn. God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched in the sleigh and raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam Magee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried on harder driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brains, but you promise true, and it's up to you to cremate my last remains. Now, a promise made's a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. And the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I cursed that load. The long, long night by the firelight, while the huskies round the ring howled out their woes to the homeless snows, God, how I loathed the thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow. But on I went till the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore I wouldn't give in. I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and it would hearken with a grin. Till I came to the marge of Lake LaBarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in the trice it was called the Alice May. I looked at it and thought a bit. Then I looked at my frozen chum. Here, said I with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames soared and the furnace roared, such a blaze you seldom see. Then I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam Magee. I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so, and the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I don't know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars were out and dancing about ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peep inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. So the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile, you could see a mile, and he said, please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. Yes, there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night in the marge of Lake LaBarge I cremated Sam Magee.